the 31. And he caught the punt, and Nelson returned it from the 43 where he caught it to the 31. Oakland's got great field position. They're on our 31.
Coming in at a flanker position for Oakland will be Jeff Todd. He brings in the play from Coach David Ossip and the Patriot staff.
Oakland hurries out of the huddle. They almost caught a snapping. They move their end from left to right and run the second man through, and we hit him in the backfield and knock him down. Carlos Kendall knocked him down as they tried to run a second man through. They probably watched us play Gallatin, and that play hurt us at Gallatin, but not tonight. We knock them down for a 3-yard loss.
Well, absolutely, Bruce. If they saw that Gallatin film at all, which you know they did, they saw the great success Gallatin had with faking to the fullback and giving it to the tailback off the play action. They tried that. Edward Nelson now leaves the game kind of shaky, and a new tailback in the game for the Patriots, and that is Sidney Bell.
Quarterback is Johnson. They shift her in from left to right, take it and run him up the middle of fullback. Big hole. He's all the way to the 25, to the 20, to the 18. Close to a first down. He got a first down. They just sent the fullback straight up the middle, went all the way to our 17-yard line. Big hole up the middle.
And that backup tailback, Bell, with some good yardage, blasting that thing right in there. He's replacing Nelson, who's still on the sideline being attended to.
Oakland is really hurrying their plays onto the field. Take it and run a sweep. And here we come after him, and we'll hit him in the backfield and knock him down back on the 24. We shot our strong safety in. And our linebacker, Brian Clemens, was there to knock him down. Our linebacker was stunting, and we knocked him down on the 23, they say. He lost about 7 out of that.
Bruce, a lot of teams are going to try to hurry us in a short count. I guess the idea being that we use a strong safety and a strong end, and we try to put those people to the tight end side. They'll shift, move those people around, and try to catch us still moving and adjusting.
And they take it this time and run that man up the middle again, and they give it to the fullback that time, and he crossed the 20 and got back to the original line of scrimmage, or close to it, about the 18. It's going to be 3rd down and 11 yards to go as they give it to the fullback, and he ran up the middle. That was Gary Jackson carrying the football. 3rd and 11.
Edward Nelson returns for Oakland. That defensive front for the Blue Devils, Carlos Kendall, Dunaway, Defendahl, Hicks, and Skullroot on the front. Ogle and Clemens, the linebackers.
Back to pass, and looking Johnson over the middle, went wide open and dropped it. Man wide open on the 6 and dropped it. Here comes their field goal people. They had a man that was slanting across the middle. Tommy, I didn't pick his number up, but he was wide open, simply dropped the football. Oakland really gets out of the huddle in a hurry.
Bruce, that was Darren Knox, the guy who they tried to hit on the bomb earlier. He's the holder for Greenwood, the spot at the 27, to make it a 36-yard attempt.
Snap is low, the kick is away, and it's long and high, and it's good. 6-3. Oakland's kicked the 36-yard field goal, and it's 6-3 with 4:03 and a quarter, and we'll be back in 30 seconds.
For Oakland, 5-play, only a 13-yard drive as it stalled at the 18. Lebanon leads 6-3 with 4:03 left in the first quarter.
Greenwood kicking off for Oakland.
Kick will go into the end zone, I think. Yes, end zone it is. It hit on the 2 and rolled into the end zone. Lebanon will bring it out to the 20. So 6-3 football game, 4:03 and a quarter. That ball hit on the 2 and rolled into the end zone, and Corley let it go. 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Triplett will bring his team out. He's the quarterback. Hicks over the ball. They bring him up to the line of scrimmage. 6-3. Oakland's kicked the 36-yard field goal. Oakland's playing a 62 defense. 6-2. We got a slot right eye set. Take it, and we run our fullback, our tailback rather, Crutchfield up the middle, and he got about 2, and that's about it, to the 22, maybe the 23, as they unstack him, and he got to the 22, and it's 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 on 22.
Trying to run the lead play. Crutchfield operating behind the block of the fullback, trying to run the lead play inside behind Zach Dirksen, and not much yardage.
Lebanon comes out with a slot right. That's Corley split wide. We run a trap. We got a man in motion. Gardner's got daylight to the 29. I think he moved too soon. Somebody did. There's a flag on the play. We may have been in motion. I'm almost sure that's it, yes. We had a back moving, I believe, before we snapped it, or in the process of snapping it. We got to the 29. We'll be penalized from the 22 back to the 17, where we're going to be second down and 13.
You know, that's the obvious call that Gardner was in motion coming on the slice trap and started about a half a count too soon. But Bruce, isn't that a lot like that eye bone where a back starts in motion right before the count? I mean, that's a little technical.
Yeah, and I think he's almost got to be set, Tommy, when they snap it. That's probably what he probably can be in motion, but I think he was moving while the snap was being taken, and that's what the call was. They're got equipment timeout at the moment for Oakland, I believe. Let's check.
Got a bad helmet, it looks like, on one of those linebackers, trying to get that fixed, and now they're ready to go.
Lebanon now second down, 13 on our own 17. Triplett takes it and looks for a pass, and they won't let nobody out, and he has to run. He's sacked back on the 8-yard line. Triplett could not get anybody open. He was looking for the tight end, Scott Ogle. Ogle got jammed on the line of scrimmage. Triplett got sacked on the 8.
And good maturity by the sophomore quarterback Triplett on the sprint out pass. Nobody was open, and rather than force the thing into coverage, took the sack. Negative yardage on the play, Terry Stafford. How much?
-9, Tommy, back to the 8. That'll bring up a third down and long.
We're setting third and long. We've got to go to the 30. We need 22. Triplett sends a man in motion, Joe Gardner, the slot. We're back. We run that draw up the middle, and Crutchfield got to the 11, and that's it. And they knock him down. We'll have to punt again. Oakland's going to get good field position.
Oakland has done a good job of rushing to the football, putting a lot of people around our point of attack, and Oakland with one man deep to return. That is Carlos Elder, and they've got 10 people bunched around the line of scrimmage.
Ball on the 11. We're punting out of our end zone again. Skolud stands 1 yard deep. Nelson's deep on the 44, and it's a high punt, not too deep. Fair catch is called, and it backpedals all the way to the 32 or 3, and we recover it there. The punt hit on about the 36, and it came backwards for Oakland to the 33. Oakland's got great field position again. Actually, it's only going to be spotted close to the 32.
21 yards on the punt, and not much wind blowing now. Scott kind of punched that one up in the, Alex kind of punched that one up in the air. Took an Oakland bounce, and Oakland in great field position. Bell is the tailback for the Patriots.
Ball on a 32 in our territory. 6-3, Lebanon leads. Johnson takes it, and he runs the tailback, and we hit him with 3 men. And then there goes a flag late. There's a late flag flying through there from the umpire. That could be holding. We'll have to just wait and see. No gain on the play. Check the holding on Oakland. That's take them back 10 yards to the 42. Is the umpire called holding, and they'll penalize Oakland from the 31, I think is where it's going to come from. No, 32 to the 42. It'll be 1st and 20. 1:23 to go in the first quarter. Oakland now is backed up to the 42. That helped out a lot. Lebanon 6, Oakland 3. Oakland's got a 36-yard field goal. We drove 75, and Joe Gardner ran 20 of it for the touchdown. Take it. They run a slice, and they run a crossbuck, really, to their tailback. And Jackson got to the 40 and got knocked down and got about 2 out of it, and it's second down and 18. Second down, 18. The ball on a 40 late in the quarter. 44 seconds and the clock running. Oakland really gets out of the huddle and quickly. Up to the line, back to pass. Johnson's looking, he's got a man, might be intercepted, it is. DeMont Stone, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 45, 40-yard line. DeMont Stone just sat there and waited on it. And Johnson obliged him by throwing it right to him. We've intercepted on the 25 and ran it all the way to their 42.
DeMont Stone with the interception for the Blue Devils, his 7th of the year, 34 yards on the return. Great instincts, breaking on the ball, the free safety, DeMont Stone.
Ball on the 41 and a half. They're in Oakland territory. 9 seconds in the quarter. We're leading them 6-3. Probably the last play we run a trap and we got a yard and we got 2 and maybe 3. And Dirksen slanted to the 38. Quarter will end. Dirksen went to the 38 from the 41 and a half. First quarter's over. Lebanon 6, Oakland 3. We'll be back 30 seconds.
This now 24 games in a row that we forced a turnover by the opponents.
24, Tommy, going back all the way into 1989 season. 24 consecutive games. Our defense has forced a turnover.
Ball spotted on a 39. I thought he'd got to the 38. They say 39. He only got 3 out of it. It's 2nd and 7. Triplett's the quarterback. Calling signals, takes it, runs his tail back up the middle and across the 35. Maybe got to the 34. It's Montoya Crutchfield. Had a big week last week at Gallatin and one big long run of 72. That time he just barely got inside the 35 to the 34 and a half. It's 3rd down and 3 and a half.
371 yards for Crutchfield coming into this game. He's the only Lebanon back to go over 100 yards this season. He's done it twice.
Lebanon needing 3 and a half. We may be in 4-down territory. Triplet long count. They didn't jump. I think we're going to take a timeout. We do. Timeout on the field. Lebanon trying to draw Oakland off sides. They did not